Hi, my name is Spencer, and today I'll be reacting to Star Trek Strange New Worlds, Season 2, Episode 6. Last time on Star Trek Strange New Worlds, we got human Spock, which was fun to see him scramble and struggle with human emotion, more so than he usually does. And also in the context of T'Pring and her family seeking their approval and going through a Vulcan ritual as a human. It was just a good episode, and it was nice to see Spock's mom, especially him being able to defend her and understand her better, understand what she's gone through as a human who lives on Vulcan and is married to a Vulcan. Although the episode ended with Spock and T'Pring separating for a time, leaving things more open for Spock and Chapel, which I totally ship, but obviously cheating is wrong. I guess Spock is cheating on T'Pring. I mean, you can't really say that they're not still committed to each other at this point. Like, because time apart doesn't mean that you're not committed to that person. You're just, it's I don't know, it's a complicated situation. I don't know, Spock's been holding back these feelings for Chapel for so long. Chapel's also been holding back, and so I don't condone it, but it makes sense that there would be a breaking point for that, and this situation with T'Pring wanting space is a logical breaking point, if that makes any sense. But I wonder what's going to happen going forward with Spock and Chapel. Are they just gonna like keep things on the down low, keep things a secret from everyone on? I mean, maybe Chapel will tell her close friends, like Ortegas, and I'm curious to see what that situation is going to be going forward. I doubt we'll get a direct continuation in this. Maybe a little bit in this episode, but like nothing. I feel like they did a lot of Spock and Chapel in the last episode, so they're probably going to be light on it in this episode, if they have any at all. But for this episode, I don't really know what to expect. I've seen some promotional images of Uhura and Paul Wesley, Kirk. I don't know what context that could be in. I have no idea. Also, I know the title of the episode is like Lost in Translation or something like that. So that's also interesting. I don't know what that's supposed to be. I mean, I guess Uhura is the communications officer, so could have a connection to that. I suppose we'll see. But before I get into this episode, don't forget to like this video if you like it, and if you have anything to say about this episode or the previous episodes, please put it in the comments. Also, if you're not currently subscribed but you like this kind of content, I would appreciate it if you would consider subscribing. It really helps me to stay motivated to get these videos out, and it helps the channel to grow, so thank you. I don't believe I have anything else to say before getting into this episode, so I will go ahead and get into it.
Save the lives of those I care.
Oh, I heard, this was a while ago that I heard this, that the actor playing Hemmer would return in a different capacity. So, I don't know, we'll see. We'll see.
Those brand new stars will shine down on explorers.
What's with his badge?
I hear congratulations are in order, Fleet Captain.
Stop it. Fleet Captain.
Is that why the badge is different?
Refueling underway, Captain.
What's that?
Probably just a glitch in.
I'll run a full diagnostic on the communication system.
I'm sorry, I just said that because he's dead. Actually, he was just okay.
She's funny.
So, what do you do next?
This is probably what they mean by his actor coming back for something.
I won't let you blow up the ship, I promise.
I was expecting maybe a different kind of character or something. I don't know.
Important lesson. Be less gullible.
Hey!
Back to work.
What the? That is terrifying. What the fuck? Huh? I am so confused. What? Okay. Didn't realize this was going to be a horror episode.
Based on what you heard and saw.
Well, at least you didn't keep it a secret and actually went to sickbay.
You have a mild case of deuterium poisoning.
And that can cause terrifying hallucinations.
But she was having she detected something on the bridge. So there's more to it, obviously.
How am I supposed to sleep after what I just saw?
I empathize.
Can you not knock her out?
You ain't going back on duty until I'm satisfied you've slept.
Well, can't blame him.
We ought to figure that out.
I typically don't base my decision-making off of feelings and smells. Any underlying issues will become clear as we work.
The only thing I don't really like about Pelia's voice, like the way she speaks, is how slow she speaks. Like, it takes her forever to get a sentence out. Oh boy, jump scare. I'm waiting for it. Oh, what? Huh? Okay. Is it something to do with the Gorn? Because they said they were, like, in Gorn adjacent space or something. So maybe the Gorn are doing something?
What can I say? Captain Pike asked for the more handsome Kirk brother.
That's funny. Okay, so maybe that scene with La'an in the transporter room is like when he's departing, perhaps?
You're making me look...
Sibling rivalry. I don't hate it. Makes sense. Did they have issues with each other in the original series? I vaguely or maybe remember something like that, but I could be mistaken. So I don't mind that they're setting this up.
We would never have found evidence of sabotage.
Sabotage.
Well, that's important.
As such, there are protocols.
You want to tell Starfleet about us?
If there is anything to tell.
True. So I guess in his mind, he and T'Pring are done. Especially if he's willing to start something with Chapel.
I can prescribe you something to help you sleep.
Sleeping is the last thing I want to do right now.
You could tell him about your other hallucination.
He was 2 moves away from checkmate until you distracted him. Now he's in trouble.
That's funny.
Ah, you're friends with Sam.
That's funny.
I am not in the market for friends right now.
La'an comes up. I need a friend. Oh boy, jump scare. Oh, what? Not quite a jump scare, but scary nonetheless.
It's not.
Are the Gorn, like, projecting into her mind somehow? What? Who'd she punch? What?
I told you, I am not hitting on you.
Bizarre. Interesting. I'm curious to see where this is going.
You gonna be okay alone?
We'll see.
Don't punch any more officers until I get back.
What, is she supposed to let the hallucinations stab her? Like, what would happen? What the?
Our saboteur is Starfleet? What is he saying?
Is he hallucinating too? What does he see?
Enterprise. We have a medical emergency.
Yeah, I would say so. Well, I'm guessing it's an hallucination. Like, it's gonna get her to do something that she normally wouldn't do. Huh.
We have to stop Ramon before he hurts anyone else. Come on.
Is it gonna get her to kill him? Like, maybe parts of it are real, parts of it are not, and it's trying to get rid of this guy so that he can't give them answers. Oh, what? Did he kill an officer?
James?
Well, she wasn't hallucinating before, she is now. Because he would not leave her like this, I don't think.
You two know each other?
No, it's not the time to explain, Captain. If you haven't seen Ramon, then...
He must have found a hole to hide in.
Which double back?
How much have they have communicated since the one time? Did she tell him her experience? So that he's not like, what the heck? Blood. Or not blood and she's hallucinating. Potentially. I'm basically questioning everything because... with her scenes, of course. Weren't you going back to sickbay?
My name is Nyota. I'm the communications officer. I was born in Kenya. I used to have a cat named Camille. My first memory is watching my dad play the piano. I'm real.
Is this even real? Huh. What the heck? I mean, they could have beamed him out too. And like put a force field up or something. I don't know.
How long until I'm sabotaging the ship? Or jumping out of an airlock?
She's got a point. I'd probably lock her up, honestly.
James Kirk, Sam's brother.
La'an Noonien Singh. Stickler for orderly security records.
Okay, maybe they only talked the one time.
I haven't forgotten that drink you owe me, by the way.
Yeah, that's tough.
That is malarkey, and you know it.
You're sloppy, okay? You don't respect protocols, you're too loose with discipline, you don't follow orders unless you feel like...
Pelia's enjoying this.
You've been in Starfleet since before I was born, but I outrank you. Why do you think that is?
Maybe she doesn't want to be a high rank.
It convinced you to forget them because it's less painful than holding on to their memories. Now you can let death win, or you can fight back. Hold on to them.
Good little speech.
Important lesson. Be less gullible.
Hey!
I miss Hammer. What is she realizing?
It's a message from some invisible alien?
Could be.
They send simple ideas to the language center of my brain. Then my brain interprets those ideas the only way it can, through my thoughts, my memories. The visions, they're like...
Oh, the vision of the smoke probably was her family. Yeah, her family's crash.
I'm not sure what's going on, Ensign, but it's too late. The refinery was activated 5 minutes ago.
Can you deactivate it? Flip a switch. At least explain to him. See, is this her family? Or is this something else? Yeah, it must be. Can you communicate back? Say you're trying.
We believe there's some sort of alien life
We're
form.
killing them, Captain.
That's so creepy. Why? Why did they have to make it so creepy?
But what is the point of exploring if we're just gonna kill what we find?
We can't shut it down.
Then we need to destroy it.
Well, beam out your men and women and they-thems and blow it up.
All refinery crew and maintenance teams, evacuate immediately. All...
Well, hopefully the life forms can tell that they're trying to help.
Fire torpedoes!
Torpedoes away.
Pike's like, hey, do what she says.
Did that work?
No.
Uhura, what is it?
It's Hammer. Oh.
We did it.
Oh, getting me emotional. Ugh, I miss Hammer, man.
That's it.
Okay, so it wasn't Gorn related, like I thought.
You discovered a completely new form of life. They might give you a medal.
And now, if you don't mind...
Can you prove that there's a new form of life?
Go take a nap. That's an order.
Hopefully she can actually sleep now. I mean, she was having problems before all this, so... But maybe this vision of Hemmer has given her a little bit of closure.
You were my professor at the academy.
Oh, that's why she doesn't like her.
You gave me a C.
It's really funny.
I'm a reminder that your friend died and I replaced him. And every time you see me, it dredges up all that sadness.
Yeah.
I've been there. Too many times.
That makes sense. She's old. Probably lost a lot of people. Are La'an and Kirk getting drinks finally? Oh no, it's Uhura and Kirk. I'm sure Uhura will let La'an in. We'll see. Maybe La'an's gonna avoid him.
I'm proud of you. Honestly.
That's nice. I like that.
Thanks, Sam.
Are you proud of him too?
What is happening right now?
You're seriously not going to apologize? For what?
Oh.
Go have fun on your stupid little ship. I'm going to be here on the flagship.
The irony.
Spock, meet James Kirk, first officer of the Farragut.
This is fun. Okay. Get Spock and Kirk's first meeting. That's fun and exciting, I guess. Where's La'an? Is she watching from afar? Maybe not. I guess not. Huh. Okay, that's it. Well, that was a fun episode. I mean, I don't know. I enjoyed it. It definitely kept me guessing with what things were going to happen and why things were happening to Uhura. We did get a mention of the Gorn towards the beginning, and that's really what fueled my theory, but it ended up not being the case. I don't know. I'm glad that they acknowledged it though, because I don't think we had heard anything since episode 1. But yeah, I mean, I don't know. I thought the way it worked out, I thought it was a well-told story. I like the way that they brought Hemmer back just for the episode, obviously. Still sad that he's gone. He was a lot of fun, and I enjoyed Bruce Horak's portrayal of him. And I'm glad that they got him back for this. I particularly liked the videos that he left for Uhura, or that he made for Uhura. I guess technically he left them, but I liked those. I thought they were sweet. It was nice. It's good to see them interact. I didn't particularly enjoy the zombie Hemmer. That was very disturbing. But I mean, kind of makes sense for the plot. I like that they resolved the zombie to being like normal Hemmer at the end there, as a signifier that they did the right thing. I will say, and this is something that's kind of been on my mind since before the season started. After season 1 had aired, I had seen a couple of Reddit threads about the series, and anyways, I had seen a couple of Reddit threads about the series and like people's opinions, and someone pointed out that something that they didn't like was that they use today's slang and lingo. For me, in this episode, it was the gas station thing. And yes, I know that like there are like some characters would know their history about cars and gas stations and whatnot, but like I don't know, it felt weird to hear that, I guess. Like, I don't know, you would think by that point in the future there are no more gas automobiles, gas powered vehicles, except for maybe like enthusiasts and like collectors and whatnot. So you would think that they would have something more their era to compare it to, something on Earth that they would connect it with that isn't so old or outdated. The weirdest thing, like I'd be okay with it if it was like one person making the analogy, but it seemed like everyone was in on it, so it felt kind of weird to me. But I may be in the minority of that opinion. And there are other times in the show where they compare things to stuff or use modern day lingo. Maybe that's why I've had issues with Ortegas's quips in the past, because they're, I don't know, too, I don't know what the word is. I don't know. Like, I get that the show is being written today, like in this time period. So they're gonna put modern phrases, modern slang and lingo into it. But I don't know, I kind of wish they would like explain a little bit more as to like why everyone's in on the joke. And I feel like, I don't know, maybe I was talking over that scene a little bit and missed some context. And if that's the case, then I can accept that, but I don't know, it just felt weird. And I will say that that's my biggest complaint for this episode. I like that we got to know Uhura, get to know more about her family and what happened to them, and how she's been dealing with the grief with Hammer and her family. I like that we got to see Kirk again. I like that we got to see the Kirk brothers interact. That was fun. Although, obviously, a little bit of a rocky relationship there. Like I said, I don't remember if there was any problems between them in the original series, or if that was mentioned when Sam shows up in the original series. But it was nice to see them interact, and I loved the shout out to the Kelvin and to George Kirk. I thought that was fun. I'm sure a lot of people picked up on that Easter egg, but I particularly enjoyed that. And I liked Kirk's meeting of Spock. I thought that went well, I guess. I don't know. I mean, I never really imagined what that would be like for them to meet for the first time. So it was cool. It was cool to see. I enjoyed Kirk's encouragement of Uhura to deal with the grief and be an officer, I guess. I don't know. And I liked the moment between Kirk and La'an where they sort of connected there, and even if it wasn't as much as I was kind of expecting to happen, I was expecting more, for there to be more between La'an and Kirk in this episode. But I'm kind of glad they didn't push that too much. I thought it I don't know, it felt like an appropriate amount, even if I was expecting more. I was expecting something more. And there's probably more to see between them in the series, in the season. But I guess that remains to be seen. We'll see. I don't know if it's just me, you guys can let me know, but it seemed like Spock was way more serious in this episode than even usual. Like, maybe it's just because I'm coming right off of the episode where he's human and not serious at all, or like super exaggerated with his emotions. But this episode is like, I don't know, there was like no hint of anything from him, except for at the beginning. Maybe it wasn't the beginning of the episode, but one of the first scenes we saw with him in chapel, and they're playing the chess. I don't know, he seemed like he was smirking a little bit. I don't know, maybe she's just his weakness, and that he is more likely to be emotional for her. I don't know, I kind of hinted at it towards the end, but I kind of wish they had like actually had a way to like identify the life forms in the nebula, just to confirm that Uhura is, maybe they did off screen, but just to confirm that Uhura is not like making stuff up and just blew up the thing for nothing, which like obviously they have no reason not to believe her, but still it was just like, yep, there's a new life form, but the only evidence you have is in Uhura's head. At least the only evidence that we were shown in the episode. I mean, I did enjoy this episode. I feel like there's always room for improvement. Entertaining to watch for the most part. Like I said, complaints about modern lingo and that sort of thing. I feel like that's always going to be there. It's not going to be changing much, but it is what it is. Next week, I believe, is the Lower Decks episode, which is really exciting. Still have no idea how that's going to happen. I know that they are going to be showing the episode early to people at Comic-Con. Unfortunately, I live on the other side of the country and wouldn't be able to go even if I did. Even if I was on the other side, on that coast, the West Coast, because I'm poor. Hopefully that doesn't mean, or hopefully that means there won't be any spoilers online for the episode. I hope to go into it mostly blind. I mean, besides knowing that it's the Lower Decks episode, I'm curious what the context is going to be, how it's all going to work out, why, just generally. I don't know. We'll see. But I think that's all I have to say for this episode. Let me know what you guys thought about this episode in the comments. I'm curious to know what your thoughts are, and if you agree with any of my thoughts here. Otherwise, thank you guys for watching. Thank you for being here to support me. I appreciate you guys and the support, and hopefully I will see you guys next week.